Hey guys, so first of all, sorry for the vertical video, but it's just easier for me to record myself like this, and I'm going to be talking for a while because I'm going to share my SuperM experience with you guys. So I think this is just the best way to go for this. Everything for me started on Friday when the Barnes & Noble tickets went on sale because I wasn't able to get a ticket to the debut performance on the 4th. So yeah, but that's okay. I still enjoyed it online. It was awesome. So I was up already by 5 a.m. and then I was checking the app and the website to see if there was anything, maybe a waiting line. I know that's too early for a waiting line, but still, you can never be too safe because ticket sales get crazy. So I wanted to be on it and be really prepared. There was nothing at 5 a.m. FYI, in case you didn't know. So 5 to 6, maybe 5 to even 7 at some point in there, or maybe even throughout the whole 2 hours. When you clicked on the event, it was asking for a password. When you clicked more details or something like that, I was like, what do you mean a password? I don't have one. And as far as I know, they haven't given any out. So I was just really hoping that it wasn't gonna be that way, that they'd select a few people and give them a password to access, because that'd be so unfair. And yeah, but thank God that was not it. That was not the case. But as most of you guys know, if you tried, like myself, dude, that link was not working. Then after 6 or 7, if you clicked on the event, it was no longer there. It said that the event was non-existent, and it asked you if you wanted to create an event. It's no, I want the SuperM event that I know existed a few hours ago. So yeah, I was just like, what is happening? And literally till minutes before the sale started, I think everybody was just freaking out, excuse me, where's the link? Because there's still no event. What the heck, you know? So I was checking the Barnes & Noble sites everywhere, on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything. And I know the day before, on the Facebook page, they had a link. At that time, by Friday, they didn't have a link on there anymore, but they had not changed their little information post, and they did not change the time on there. So I was like, you know, I need to be on this by 12 because they haven't changed the time. So I'm thinking it's still gonna be at 12 o'clock. And so I had class till 11:40. I sped to the computer lab so I could have another device and just improve my chances. And thank God my friend came with me, so she helped me out. So at 12 o'clock, I remember the Barnes & Noble at the Grove page, whatever, they tweeted oh, here's the link. Click the link. Nothing. Oh my gosh, it still didn't work. And I was just no, what is happening? How am I supposed to get a ticket? Oh my gosh, I was just am I even gonna get a chance to get a ticket? I don't know. I was freaking out. I mean, I had already missed the showcase. I really didn't want to miss anything else. I mean, I don't expect to get everything. I actually don't even expect to get any of the events because it's so hard to get. But I was blessed. I got in. Well, actually, it wasn't even me. It was my friend that was helping me. Her phone got in somehow. Her phone was enough. Thank God. Yeah. So after she got it, I just logged in and whatever, and I bought the ticket, which is awesome because they only sold it for about $20-some, so really reasonable, and it went by really well. I felt really bad though because my sister's birthday is only a few days after, and I really wanted to get one for her birthday, but I mean there was a 1 per customer limit on those tickets, and I couldn't get any more. I know, selfish me. But it's okay. She understands, okay? She understands that I want to see them, so she's totally cool with it. And then I found out through a mutual I have on Twitter. FYI, I've been following this page for a while. They hadn't followed me back. I mean, I don't expect people to follow me back. I just retweet a bunch of stuff, so whatever. She finally followed me back somehow, and it was literally 1 or 2 days before you could buy tickets to the Long Beach fan signing. And so I was not even aware of this fan signing. I was going back home from the LA area. Guys, I was driving back home at about 4 or 5 p.m. already. And I was like, yeah, they're probably sold out by now. But she had told me that she had gone in only an hour and a half before she let me know. And she said that they still had a lot left. So that like gave me some hope, you know, but I'm like, a lot can happen in an hour and a half, so I wasn't sure. I thought, I was trying not to get my hopes up because I was like, I'd be devastated if I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna get one, and then like, I can't get anything. Yeah, that hurts all the time, so I try not to get my hopes up. And so I checked my phone. I called this place 10 times in a row, 10 times. Sometimes it rings, sometimes it didn't, but point is they never answered. And I was like, no way. But they have like 2 people working and they're busy in the store, so yeah, it just makes sense. They couldn't get to the phones, you know, it's too much. I asked her, I was like, do you think I even have a chance? And she was like, well, yeah, they still had a lot when I was there, so you should just go. And literally I turned on like the directions and it said I was like 1 or 2 exits from merging onto the freeway that I needed to be on. So it was like perfect timing. So I just went that way and I just followed Google. I followed Google, trusted it, and boom, I got there in like half an hour. And when I got there, I was really nervous because there was like no long line. There was like a small line inside, and I was like, maybe they finished and that's why there's not a lot of people here. Like, oh my gosh, I was freaking out. I mean, it's probably past 5 at this point, and I just like, I mean, again, I wanted to get one for my sister, especially because her birthday's coming up. I mean, it doesn't get better than meeting some of your faves in person. Like, so, I mean, even though it didn't cost me much, it was just like a priceless experience. And thank God, hallelujah, oh my goodness, when it was my turn, I was like, hi, do you still have tickets to SuperM? And the girl goes, yeah, how many do you need? I was like, I need 2. And she was like, well, you can't get 2 tickets, but if you buy one, you can bring somebody with you. So I was like, that is perfect. Like, sell it to me. Just sell it to me. Like, I'll pay, whatever. And yeah, so point is, I bought 2 albums. Guys, it was even cheaper than Barnes & Noble. They were selling them for like $15 or maybe even less, actually, because I think I only paid about $28 or something like that for 2 albums and 2 fan signs. I can't believe it. I mean, I've splurged on tickets before and I haven't even gotten close to the people I pay to go see. So $28 to see them. Not necessarily face to face, but like there's only a table in between you. It just doesn't even make sense. Like, thank you SM, thank you Capitol Records, thank you SuperM, and thank you to Barnes & Noble and Fingerprints who hosted the events. Yeah, like everybody who took a part in that, thank you so much for making it so accessible to us, because like seriously, it's so hard to get tickets in general. When we go to their concerts, I feel like we're far away most of the time. So to have this one in a lifetime chance to see them from like close up is just like beyond me. I'm so happy, I'm so grateful, so thankful, oh my goodness. And yeah, so that's how I got my tickets. Moving on, let's move on to Sunday. Sunday is the day of the event, okay? Of the Barnes & Noble event. And it was also the grand opening of the pop-up store in Hollywood. So I really wanted to go because they said that the first 150 people would get into the Twitter Blue Room where SuperM was going to be answering questions and this and that. So I was like, oh my gosh, who wouldn't want to be there? You know, but I have things to do in the morning, so I couldn't leave that early. I know I heard that a lot of people went right after the showcase on Saturday to line up. So yeah, I definitely had no chance, just no chance to make it to the first 150. Like, yeah. So when I got there, I got in line. It was like curved way around. I was basically at the back of the line, which was technically on the other side of the entrance of the pop-up shop. So I was really far behind. Like, there was no way I was first 150. There was no way I was even like first 250. But I also saw that first 500 people would get little like fans and like just a random member. So originally I just wanted to be part of the first 500, and then they announced the 150, so then the 150, but I couldn't make that, so I was like just hoping that I was still within the first 500. They had announced that the store would open at 12:30 specifically for the Twitter Blue Room and the first 150 people, but they didn't say what time they were officially going to open the doors for everybody else to go shopping. So then people started to ask the staff, like, okay, if we're not part of the first 150, like, what time can we get in? And they started saying 3 o'clock. Bro, I was there like at 11 or 12. I mean, I'm used to waiting in long lines for long hours because of all the concerts, but to just get in the store, I was like, dude, really? Like, I kind of don't want to wait that long. And I knew that at Barnes & Noble, doors opened at 3:30. So I called him and I was like, do you recommend, because the event was scheduled to start till 5:30, so I asked him, I was like, do you recommend me to just get there closer to 3:30, or is it okay to get there anytime in between? And the guy was like, well, there's gonna be a lot of people, so if you could just get here closer to 3:30, that would be better. I was like, okay. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna leave. It really hurt to leave my spot because I was pretty sure I was within the first 500 and I really wanted that fan. So I was like, so that kind of hurt, but I was like, you know what, screw it. I need the Fansign. I can't miss the Fansign. Like, no. I started walking towards Barnes & Noble, and right outside of Topshop, they had like this massive line, and I was like, that's the K-pop line. I know it. Got closer. Yep, there's people with like Kai headbands or SuperM headbands, whatever. So I was like, okay, that is the line. Oh my gosh, it was so sunny. Like, I felt like I was really dehydrated, and yeah, but Barnes & Noble did a really good job in hosting the event, I think. They ended up moving us here and there, working us into the store, then to the top floor, etc. And I think they did a really good job organizing it. The staff was really nice. Even the SM staff, or Capitol Records, or SuperM staff, I don't know if they belong to all three or to one, but yeah, all the staff seemed really nice that day, and everybody was doing a really good job. I think the fans were doing a really good job too. Like, we were all in order, and people weren't being crazy and mean, or not from my personal experience, so I really appreciated that event. Finally, we got in, got our album, etc. That in Barnes & Noble is 3 levels. There was lines first, second, and third level. Like, it was crazy. Luckily for me, I was towards the front of the line. When they came in, you guys are about to see, they passed like right in front of me. OMG, like, what a sight, guys. What a sight. So for this event, they were numbered 1 through 7. They were sitting in the order that the poster goes, actually. Exactly in that order. I got number 6, so I got Baekhyun. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, I walked there. I took a small video for you guys, which I'm gonna show you right now. It was obviously a secret because I don't think you were technically supposed to record, but a lot of people snuck it in there. I don't know. I mean, it was pretty chaotic. Like, there was a lot of staff members there, but none of them were really like, they were more like in the way of me walking rather than like checking to see if I was doing anything wrong. Just kind of left my phone in my pocket and hoped that I got something, and I did. So it worked out really well. So as you can see right here, you're gonna see right now, I walked to Baekhyun, and wow, guys, like, as soon as I saw number 6 on the floor, look up to the right, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Baekhyun. And when I walked up to him, it's just like, wow. I mean, he's not my bias. I do like him, but he's not like my bias in the group or my EXO bias, because Kai is, yes. So yeah, when I finally got to Baekhyun, I was like, hi Baekhyun. Like, oh my gosh, like, I was lost for words. I didn't really know what to say or what to do, and I was just like, ah! Like, I can't believe it's him. Oh my gosh. I'm really happy I got to meet one of my EXO boys because they are the group that I fully stan from the 3 there. I don't dislike the other groups. I'm just not like fully into them as much as I am with EXO, so yeah, it just meant a lot to be able to meet one of them. And he was like, oh, hi, and then he was like, he didn't ask for my name. Some people did get theirs customized, but he didn't ask me, so I was like, okay. I'm okay with just seeing him and getting his signature. Like, that's more than enough for me. I was really, really happy. And then he was like, thank you for coming, and something along those lines, and I was like, okay, bye. And I was gonna say see you tomorrow, but then like I remember my sister had told me, she was like, don't say that, it's cringy. So I was like, I'll see you, bye. And then like that's just how it ended, and I like left. Yeah, it didn't actually feel that fast in person. I didn't feel rushed or anything, but now that I look back at the video, I'm like, it was kind of fast, but it's totally okay. It was enough. It was enough for me to admire his beauty and just like really, really enjoy the moment and feel it and be there. And like, yeah, that table was pretty tall. It was kind of distant, and yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to hear him much.
5, number 6, 7.
Okay, can you stop? Good, how are you? Thank you.
So there you go, you guys just saw Baekhyun. He's so cute, oh my goodness. He's so nice. So yeah, you guys could see 10 a little bit to his left. You could see Lucas, and then you could see Taemin a little more to the right. In this album, I originally got the Taeyong photo card. But by the end of the next Fansign, someone traded with me, so I got Kai. Alright, so that was it for Sunday. Okay, finally, Long Beach, oh my gosh. Which turned out to be my favorite actually. Like, it just felt, I don't know, I just feel like or maybe because I wasn't in so much shock like the first day, I felt like I could like look around a little more, because when I saw Baekhyun that first day, when I walked out of there, I had no idea who had been to his left or to his right. I couldn't look at anybody else. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's Baekhyun. From head to waist, wherever I could see him, I was just like, wow, like taking it in, like, it's him, it's really him. So yeah, I really didn't have time to look around for anybody. I didn't look for Kai, I didn't look to see who was to his left or right. It was just Baekhyun. Wow, I was in shock. I was just like, oh my goodness. So yeah, but for the second day, I guess I was like a little more aware and not so shocked because I had already seen him. Honestly, when I got there, I was feeling scared. I was like, this looks like a lot of people, like a lot of people. So I was just thinking to myself, like, what if they cut the line? Dude, if they cut the line before me, I mean, if they cut the line at all, period, like, it just sucks. But if they cut it in front of me, that would suck even more, because it's not only me missing the opportunity, but like, I got this from my sister as a birthday gift. What am I gonna do if this is ruined for her? It's gonna be her worst birthday instead of her best birthday. I did not want that to happen, so I was feeling really scared, but I had to act cool on the outside, like everything's fine, so my sister wouldn't freak out. Unfortunately, they did end up cutting it. Thank God they didn't cut it before me, but I saw some devastated people who did get cut, and it was really painful to watch. Like, I felt really bad, like really bad. One girl was crying. I mean, I bet you a lot of them were crying. I just didn't happen to see everybody. There was one girl crying to her friend, on her friend's shoulder, like right in front of me, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, ooh, I don't wish that upon anyone. That's just heartbreaking. It's your one and only chance, most likely, and to not be able to get it when you were told you got it. No, just no. Okay, finally, we got in, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Once we were in the store, all worries were gone. I was just like, I could breathe. I could stop panicking. I could stop worrying. This is happening. It was happening. I was about to meet somebody. This time I really did want to meet Kai because he's my ultimate bias and has been for like the past 4 to 5 years. I bet a lot of you guys have stayed at your ultimate a lot more time than that. I know, I'm a newbie, but still, it's still a while, so I still wanted to meet him. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with anyone because these are all very talented individuals and they're amazing. They made this group that I really, really love. So I'm gonna be happy with anybody. And yeah, so, oh my gosh, here is some tea, people. Oh my gosh, so we were close. Like, here's the tent, and then like literally we're within like the next 10 people, okay? Oh my gosh. The lady at the little curtain who was giving us the number to like tell us which member to go to, she out of nowhere just goes, "Get out!" We were like, what? She was yelling at some girl that was like right in front of us, and well, in front of my sister, because my sister was in front of me. She yelled at her to get out. What was the girl doing? I'm not sure. I can't answer that for you. I'm thinking she might be trying to sneak some pics or whatever. Like, I don't know. But yeah, she yelled at her to get out, and the girl kind of just stood there. I don't know if I think she was saying something, but I couldn't hear her. And then this big security guard just came out and he was like, "You need to go." Like, stepped right in front of her face, and like, this guy was willing to drag her out. Like, he was mad. He was annoyed because the girl wouldn't move. But like, reminder, if they're telling you don't do this and they're being like strict about it, like, because they've been telling us since the entrance, it wasn't like at Barnes & Noble where they didn't really emphasize it, and like, honestly, it seemed like they didn't really care. I saw that some people took videos from like from the table level, so that means they just had their phone out. Like, so I don't think they were that strict at Barnes & Noble, or at least not while I was there. Maybe they got stricter towards the end, I don't know. But at the fingerprints one, it was strict. So like, you just have to read the atmosphere, read, you know, personalities, and be smart, because she was probably, I'm pretty sure she was the next person in line, and she got caught doing something she wasn't supposed to do, and she got kicked out then and there. Like, dude, you were literally 2 steps from being an enemy of their presence, and you totally blew it. So be really, really careful, you guys, because that is probably worse than not getting in. Like, Barnes & Noble, I think, like, if it's that kind of environment and like they're not really being too strict about it, try it, but like very, very low key still, because you don't want to get caught. But if it's like, yo, if you just have to be smart, like, read the personalities around you, read the environment, and like, if you see these people are not taking crap from anybody, don't you dare, like, because that means they won't take crap from you either. It was kind of scary to see. And then like, the security guard right before, the one that was kicking out the girl, he told me, he was like, "Hey, can you put your phone in your bag?" I was like, "Yeah, of course." And then he's like, "Zip it up." I was like, "Oh, you got it." Like, dude, just don't kick me out. I will follow the rules. Promise, I'm good. So yeah, I didn't get any pictures or any video, nothing, no audio, nothing on this one, but I had the best experience. Well, from my experiences. I can't speak for other people because they might have had one better than me. I don't know. It just depends on your feelings. I got Taemin for this one, and like, oh my gosh, he was really nice. I was like, "Hi, Taemin," and he was like, "Hi." He was like, "What's your name?" So I told him, "Oh, my name is Genesis," and then he goes, "How do you spell that?" So I was like, "It's G." We stopped at G because he was like, which one is that one? So he wrote J, and then like, I could care less, bro. You could spell it how you want. I'll take it. I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy. You know, do what you want. It's okay. I understand. But they had staff behind them, like, in case they needed help. And so the lady was like, "Oh no, that's not it." And like, she told him it's a G. So then he tried to write over the J and fix it into a G, but he couldn't because it just looked like messy. So he just drew a heart over it, and then he's like, "G, okay." And I was like, "E, okay, N-E-S." And then I got to S. He goes, "Oh, S-S." I was like, "No, S-I-S." And he was like, "Okay." And he goes, "Oh, Genesis, like the car, Hyundai. Yeah, I was like, yes, yes, that's exactly it. Like the car, Hyundai, yes. We're like laughing together, and it was just so cute. Like his like light bulb moment. Oh yes, Genesis like the car. I thought it was so adorable, and it was so funny. And then like while he was doing his signature, oh, before I forget, while I was walking to my spot that they told me, I like looked up, and there was like nobody. There was people, I think, in Mark's, Kai's, and Taeyong's, so I didn't get to see them. But there was nobody with Lucas. He was just like, he was watching me pass by, so I was like, Lucas, like, hey, and he not smiled and nodded and like, you know, acknowledged my presence. I was like, yes. And so yeah, I said hi to him. So then while Taemin was signing my album, looked over again, I was like, hey Lucas. And like, cause he wasn't busy, so I was like, he like said hi. And then also to Baekhyun, who was on my left, I was like, Baekhyun, like, remember me? I don't think he did, but still, I like said hi to him, did the same thing. He like smiled and nodded. I'm like, you're so sweet, oh my gosh. And then Taemin, like, he was done, and I was like, oh, like, thank you, you know, and then bye, whatever. Before I left, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't see Kai. So I like tiptoed, looked back, and saw Kai, and I was like, I'm good. I'm very good now. I interacted with 3 of them. I saw Kai from a distance, like I saw him in the flesh. Yes, and I was just so happy, guys. Like, it was amazing, and from everybody that I encountered there, everybody has such an amazing experience. I talked to my mutual afterwards, like not in person, but like online, and she says that she had a really good experience with Mark, and like everybody enjoyed it. Like the girls I was with, one got Taeyong, one got Lucas, and my sister got Baekhyun, and we all just like love them. Like, oh my gosh, our experiences were amazing. None of us got who we originally wanted, but honestly we were all content with any of them, and like, yeah, they're great, guys. And then I posted on Twitter, like, you know, like my a brief summary of my experience of my interactions with Taemin and Baekhyun and Lucas. And oh my gosh, like I found out that Taemin borrowed that sweater he was wearing from Onu. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. And like, I just keep seeing these things on Twitter about how funny Taemin is, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I stand. Like, I need people who can make me laugh. So yeah, wow, he was amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh my gosh, I gave him a high five before we left, and I have pretty big hands for a girl, I think. His hands just felt like small. They felt so thin, and I was just like, like, oh my gosh, yeah, so cute. And he was so nice, you guys, so nice. Like, what a king, what a king. Yeah, but that was my experience with them. Oh, I forgot, yeah. So while we were in line for the Long Beach one, staff came around and they gave out some fans. The fans I couldn't get because I had to leave the store opening and I wasn't part of the first 500 anymore. Yeah, and they came around twice. So I got Kai, I got 10, and then when I was like inside the store still in line, someone left a Baekhyun one on the counter, so I took it. I was like, yes. So I came home with 3 fans. And here is my Taemin album. And it was really cute. You can see the 2 here. And then here's the heart where he initially did the J, then the G, then the heart because you couldn't read it. And then he spelled my name out right here. Made another little heart. And then he signed his signature. I had a hard time reading this. I was like, Tagmon? Who is Tagmon? It's Taemin, but this doesn't look like an I to me. But point is, it's supposed to say Taemin. Leave the guy alone. I'll leave him alone. I'm just so happy. So happy. And then this one, I got Mark's photo card. He's so cute. I've seriously, ever since I found out about Mark, I've thought like if I ever have a kid, I would hope he's as amazing as Mark. So I call him my son, but don't worry, I know it's not literal, okay? I'm just kidding. That was it, you guys. Oh yeah, also by the way, after the first fan sign at Barnes & Noble, I got home and immediately hung up my SuperM poster. sorry for such a lengthy, talkative video, but man, I just wanted to share my experience. I really did, because after seeing, like, after I shared it on Twitter, people were loving it. So I was like, man, might as well let other people on other platforms know about my experience, because honestly, I think not only do they deserve recognition for their skill and their talent and their success, but they also deserve credit for their humility, their kindness, and like just like for being the way they are. Like, they were so nice, funny, they were so cute. Like, they were really, really nice, honestly. I mean, I wasn't in Baekhyun's and Lucas's line, but they were still nice to me. Taemin was nice enough to like crack a joke unintentionally and like high five me. Like, they were really, really sweet. So yeah, I think they definitely deserve recognition for those qualities too. That was it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if you guys went to the Fansign, I hope you guys had an amazing time. And if you didn't, I really do hope you guys can go see them at least in person at the concert, guys. Their concert is coming up so close already. Like, the tour starts next month. That's insane. So they're gonna be all over the US. So you guys should definitely get yourself some tickets and go see them. Like, you won't regret it, man. It's bop after bop. That album is so good, and the guys are all amazing. The video is so good. Like, they're giving us so much. How could you resist? Like, no, give in, and just like go look at everything. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Seriously, they're so amazing, and it's I just feel so happy and so blessed to be kind of an LA local, yeah, so that I can benefit from all these things. But even people from out of state are benefiting from them. I'm hoping these are the first of many fan signs to come, because I think everyone deserves to experience it. Like, it was awesome. Yeah, good luck to you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.